Alright, Jay, alright, I've already answered at least 10 of your questions. I gave you at least 5 questions. You didn't answer any of mine. I've answered them to the best of my ability. But no matter what I tell you, you'll just keep throwing questions at me and we're just going to keep going in circles and circles. So the Lord's telling me I'm just wasting my time with you, for you're never going to learn and you're always going to deny the truth and reject the evidence put before you. So you can answer some of my questions, because I've been answering loads of your questions. And everyone who's watching this debate, go watch the previous videos and you'll see what I'm on about. How can you make a vain attempt to try and deny prophecy? You try and do some vague attempts at saying, if I wrote a boat would blow up in 2010, like, it's just mathematical probability or something like that. Do you know this specific detail of prophecy in the Bible, which no other religion contains, because Christianity is fact? The amount of prophecies that are in there. I'm just going to go through them briefly, yeah? I'm not going to detail them all, but I can promise you, yeah, that these have been fulfilled, or they're being fulfilled right now, or on the news they're about to be fulfilled, with what's going on in Israel, what's going on in the global market with our currency, the banks are collapsing. Everything is coming into place, everything is fitting into place. Just like the Bible said, every time the Bible's right, every time the Bible's true, the Bible has always got it right. The Bible, all the prophecies have been fulfilled. Like, I've already done in previous videos about prophecies about Jesus. There's archaeological evidence about Jesus, archaeological evidence about giants mentioned in the Old Testament. There's prophecies in the book of Daniel which describe the 4 great world empires, and this was in the time of Babylon, which is like 5,000 years ago, and it described Babylon, because the prophet Daniel has a dream in front of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, and he describes the 4 great world empires that would follow Babylon. And it was Babylon, and then Persia and Mede conquered Babylon, and then Greece conquered Persia and Mede, and then the Roman Empire conquered Greece. And this statue depicts them kingdoms, and it names the kingdoms as well specifically. And these are the kingdoms that came and conquered in that exact way, specifically down to a T. And this is just but a tiny bit of prophecy. Every prophecy's been fulfilled, and these are not by chance prophecies that it's God, man. You cannot deny prophecies. You are out of your mind to deny prophecy. You're that desperately trying to deny anything. That's why, fair enough, I don't understand some of the stuff God does, but I will know when I get to heaven, and I think, that's why that was. But yeah, who am I to question God? I'm the clay, he's the potter. I'm the creature, he's the creator. How dare I question God? You know, who am I to question God? So I just stick to these prophecies, because I know prophecies are solid proof, evidence that this is not a book. God's God. And how loving is he? How many signs does he have to give us to show that he is God, because he's loving? But anyway, I'm ranting and raving because I get so annoyed when people think the Bible is just a book of myths, when prophecy is hard, solid proof and you cannot deny it. I refuse to believe. I will believe in the Bible until it's proven wrong. And the Bible's been attacked many times by many different people over thousands of years, and it's stood the test of time and time again. It's been attacked and attacked and attacked for its accuracy. No other book's been attacked by its accuracy, and it's stood firm. It's stood firm. Nobody's like... But anyway, I'll give you some prophecies about the Jews in the Old Testament. Alright, God said that Israel would return to the land. That's fulfilled in Isaiah 43. Number 2, Israel would become a nation again. This has been fulfilled. Remember, these have been fulfilled, yeah? Go check it out, and go watch the playlist, because I'm only going to touch on them briefly. But you have to watch the playlist, yeah? I'm not going to do any more responses to you. I'm giving you the proof, giving you the evidence, and if you deny this, there's no hope for you. Israel would be brought forth in one day, they would become a nation. That was fulfilled in Isaiah 66. Israel would become a united nation again. That was fulfilled. And you need to check the back history and what actually happened, because you're going to just scoff and think, but these are so specific that trust me, man, trust me. Israel's currency would become the shekel. This has been fulfilled in Ezekiel 45. Israel would be attacked by all the surrounding nations when it became a nation again in Zechariah. This has been fulfilled. Israel would be a center of world conflict to the whole world. Do we see that today? What's just happened with Israel? Turn on the news tonight and watch what's going on with Israel and Lebanon. That was fulfilled in Zechariah 12. Israel would rebuild the temple, which might as well add that Jesus prophesied would be destroyed. And what happened when he died? The Romans came, destroyed the temple, and it's in ruins to this day. But what are they doing right now? They're beginning to rebuild it. There's prophecies about technology in the book of Daniel. Daniel goes into detail about many will go here and there, to and fro. People will travel. And in our generation, you can see how that's been fulfilled. People can go anywhere straight away when for thousands of years, all we could travel around on was horse at like 20 miles an hour. Now you can go anywhere, whenever, here, there, to and fro. Many will go to and fro, and knowledge will be greatly increased. The amount of knowledge we have is just too much we're getting each day to even imagine. I don't want to go into detail about each prophecy, but believe me, these are either fulfilled or they're being fulfilled or they've definitely been fulfilled. Check it out. Jesus said before he got crucified, all the scoffers mock this, but he said there'd be an explosion of these just before I come back. And you can mock and mock all you want and scoff at these, but this is happening. People say, oh, wars have always happened, earthquakes have always happened, but not on the scale we see today. In the last 100 years, there's just been an explosion of these things. Jesus said there would be an increase in war. You shall hear of wars and rumours of wars, and nation will rise against nation, and kingdom will rise against kingdom. Do we see that on the news today? Damn right we see that happening on the news today. There'll be an increase in earthquakes, famine, and pestilences. That's in Matthew 24 if you want to go check it out. There'll be a rise of falsehood and deception. In Luke 21 we read, and there would be false Christs. Literally, Jesus said, watch out that no one deceives you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ and I am he. And there are people on the planet today that think they are Jesus, and people are following them. So yeah, that's fulfilled. Plus, there was prophecies there'll be false teachers that will come and deceive many in 2 Peter, Muhammad, Joseph Smith, all these false cults and religions. In 2 Timothy 2 and Romans 1, it said there'd be an increase in wickedness, a sharp increase in wickedness. And Romans 1 talks about a sharp increase in homosexuality, no morals, porn. What do we see today? It's rife. Homosexuality everywhere. Wickedness. It said people will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, brutal. Do we actually see that today? Come on, be honest, atheists. Do we see all these things happening today? Of course we see them happening today. In Revelation 9, it said there'd be an increase in witchcraft and magic. And there's just been an explosion of witchcraft and magic. And the scoffer's going to say this has always happened. But you cannot deny in the last 100 years, of course you believe in evolution as well. The Bible's only been around for according to the Bible, the world's here for 6,000 years. You believe billions. What's so special about the last 100 years and the whole time scale of humanity? Just the last 100 years. Like, it says in 1 Timothy there will be a rise of apostasy, fake Christians turning away from the truth. We've got Mormons, we've got Jehovah's Witnesses, we've got Catholics, we've got all these cults that are turning away from the truth. And these prophecies are all been fulfilled, or they're being fulfilled. This is not just a book, people. How can a book describe all this stuff? Specific, detailed, intricate stuff that proves God is God. And he has given us these signs because he's loving enough. How many signs does he have to give us? Because he's loving, because he loves us, and he wants us to come to the truth. It says that they will turn away from the true faith. It also says that preachers will pervert the gospel in order to get hold of money. In 2 Peter chapter 2, what do we see on TV today? We see these money-hungry pastors telling them lies, perverting the gospel, and trying to say, God will bless you, God will bless you, God will prosper you, prosperity, trying to get you money, when Jesus said it's complete opposite to what Jesus taught. You turn on the God TV, God channels, and you'll see these rich pimps like stealing your money off you, basically. Prophecy done that, yeah, that's being fulfilled. People would make up their own Bible by manipulating doctrine and Bible verses, and we see that by the Jehovah's Witnesses. We see homosexual Catholics behind the pulpit manipulating doctrine and twisting it to suit them, which the Bible said would happen in 2 Peter verse 2. Also in 2 Timothy, people would reject the truth and follow strange myths. Do we see that happening today? If you're an atheist, chances are you believe that we evolved from a monkey, which we evolved from a bit of chemical soup, which evolved from a rock, which evolved from raining on the rocks, which evolved from the Big Bang. That sounds like a strange myth to me. I believe that God created everything. Simple. You believe we came from a rock. If you don't believe we came from a rock, take it back to its origins and you'll see it all happening. Remember people, all these are being fulfilled. All of these are being fulfilled, or they're either being fulfilled right now. And these are the ones that are happening right now, where it just gives me more faith and more strength, because I see it happening. I see it unfolding. I see it laying out right before me, and I think, that's God, that's God. Thank God for telling me. He said there's going to be a one world government in Revelation 13. Did we see that happening? A one world currency. We see that definitely happening, with all the banks collapsing. World leaders are meeting together to discuss what are we going to do. And there's going to be a worldwide mark of the beast, of the Antichrist, which is going to go in your right hand. And if you don't take it, you won't be able to buy, you won't be able to sell, you won't be able to work. And it's going to go in your right hand. That fits in perfectly with the financial crisis and the credit crunch. And it's getting worse and worse. And by the way, if you want to read more about this, I'll do another video about the mark of the beast, but I'm running out of time. But go into my playlist and you will see, and if you can't probably watch this and you're probably so arrogant and ignorant that you won't even check my playlist out, just watch the playlist, watch it. Please watch my playlist, watch them, atheists, watch them. No more responses. Peace.